Picture this. You study really hard for a test, and you get an A. Your parents are proud of you, your teachers are proud of you, and your friend says nice job. At the moment, it feels great. But later that night, that feeling fades. You start thinking about the next test, the next grade, the next expectation. It feels strange, doesn't it? You felt like you did everything right, but it still doesn't feel like enough. Now, I want you to imagine the same feeling, just years down the line. You finally get that one job you worked years to earn. Move to the house you've always wanted, and buy that car you once couldn't afford. You post a photo on social media with a caption that reads, I made it. Everyone congratulates you. You smile, say thank you. And it feels great. So later that night, lying in bed, you feel something strange. A quiet emptiness, like you've arrived somewhere that doesn't feel like home. Hi, my name is Hridhaan, and today I want to redefine the definition of success. From the time we're kids, we're given a set of rules, a rule book on how to be successful. They said that if you get good grades in school, go to a good college, get a good job, and make good money, then in theory, you'll be successful. But when people start chasing other people's expectations, we're often left feeling empty on the inside. Think about it like this. Imagine buying a really expensive and fancy blender just to realize you still can't make your blender taste better. And the biggest misconception people still have today is that they think reaching the top fixes everything. But what if that top was someone else's top, not yours? And you've been chasing the wrong goals this entire time. Science actually explains why this happens. Psychologists call it the self-determination. It basically says that humans only feel fulfilled when three of the needs are met: autonomy, competence, and connection. Autonomy just means having control over your choices. Competence means learning and growing. And connection means feeling close to others. But when success is highly dependent on what other people say, these needs start to falter. Autonomy is lost once you start chasing other people's expectations. Competence turns into comparison. And real relationships are lost once they're replaced with competition. I recently went through this with public speaking. I used to dread it. My hands would tremble, my mind would go blank, and I tried to imagine anything that would help me not go up there on that stage. I recently gave a speech in my social studies class for school. It wasn't perfect. I stumbled on a few sentences and definitely spoke faster than I should. But when I walked back to my seat and took a deep breath, I realized something. I was proud of myself. Not proud that my speech was perfect, or anyone outside the room could even care. But proud that I faced something difficult and grew from it. I met all three psychological needs. I chose to do it. I grew from it, and I shared the experience with my classmates. The confidence I got from this moment outlasted any type of confidence I would receive from external recognition. Research also supports this idea. Harvard's 75-year study of adult development found that long-term fulfillment comes far less from income, status, and far more from passion, relationships, and emotional well-being. Now, someone might ask me, what about someone who becomes, say, a doctor because they're really passionate about it, and money just a side? Well, that's exactly the point. Someone who becomes a doctor because they're really passionate about it, and they just happen to get paid well, is living my definition of success. It's the person who becomes a doctor for the money, status, that proves the point. Chasing external success is kind of like running on a treadmill while staring at someone else's achievements. You move a lot, burn a lot of energy, but you're still in the same place. Meanwhile, consider your beautiful clothing after short labor. Things like helping a friend out, learning a new skill, or even overcoming a personal struggle. These needs barely get the attention they deserve, but they build something much deeper. Jim Carrey once said, I wish everyone in this world could be rich and famous, and if everything they were wanted, just to realize it's not the answer. Steve Jobs warned us that our time is limited, so we shouldn't be wasting it living someone else's life. So, what is success at the end of the day? It's not what looks good on the outside. It's what feels good on the inside. It's about choosing your own path, building the best version of yourself, and building relationships along the way. So as I close tonight, I want to leave you all with a question. Are you chasing a type of success defined by someone else? Or are you becoming a person only you? Thank you.